New York-born Sheila Nazarian is a plastic surgeon, Jewish activist, and Instagram influencer. Is it more important to a lot of Jews to be liberal and accepted by their liberal friends than to be Jewish and to stand up to what's going on?
I think that they're having a crisis right now. I had a patient in my office 2 days ago that's been a lifelong liberal, and she told me, Dr. Nazarian, I looked at my friend the other day and I was like, oh my God, are we Trump supporters now? So I think there is an awakening happening. I think that it is very difficult for a lot of liberals. And the way that I want to pose it to you and your audience a little bit is that, you know, Persian Jews like me, South American Jews, Russian Jews, we escaped socialism and communism, which we associate with the language of the left. So we don't understand how anyone can vote for the left. Whereas the Ashkenazi Jews suffered and have a trauma from the Holocaust, and they associate that language with the right. So lifelong, that's how it's been. But I feel like there's been such a huge shift to the left that now the people that, you know, were the liberals of 20, 30, 40 years ago are kind of like moving from the center to the right. They kind of moved to the center, and now they're to the right.
That is such a fascinating analysis in terms of why, right? And liberalism doesn't mean what it used to mean. That is for sure. That said, though, there seems to be an unwillingness to say nothing else matters but stopping what's going on our streets. This isn't about Palestinians. This is about eliminating Israel and killing Jews. And what's interesting is even President Biden's staff now are defending these people. Here's Adrian Elrod on MSNBC. Take a listen.
President Biden certainly, unlike President Trump, supports the freedom of speech and the freedom of expression. So obviously these protesters are exercising their right, and that is their right to do.
Okay, and yes, that is their right to do. The First Amendment exists in America. And ... we all know that if this were people in white hoods chanting about people getting off buses or whatever, not only would the White House be talking about how terrible it is, Kamala Harris would be down riding buses or riding the New York subway, whatever it is. That's not what this segment's about. What I think is interesting is that Jewish donors who overwhelmingly donate to Democratic causes and Democratic candidates haven't said either you fire her or we're going to stop donating. There's absolutely there's no parents I've heard who say we're not paying tuition to Columbia and Harvard. All of the things, all the pressure points that
I've heard that a lot. I stopped donating to Columbia 10 years ago.
No, I didn't say donating. I said they're going to stop paying tuition. I mean, can you imagine if every Jewish student at Columbia said, I'm not paying tuition, and then you force the school to kick Jewish kids out? I'm talking about actually like, hey, we're going to pull money out of financial institutions that do business with Qatar. There's an awful lot of things that would be uncomfortable for Jewish Americans to do, but they seem unwilling, and I'm wondering why you think that is.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I think you've got a point, and also there's a little bit of a problematic question you're asking. It's almost like saying to the victim who's getting raped, why didn't you push back harder? We have to first
fight back.
Leland, we have to create an environment where anti-Semitism is as unacceptable as what you said, the people in white hoods chanting for the lynching of blacks on U.S. campuses. Number one, yes, and I agree with you that I think a lot of Jews have lost their attachment to Judaism. Their religion now is liberalism. And
I'm going to give you the last 30 seconds, but you create that environment by making it so unacceptable to be that way. If you wear a white hood, if you say the wrong word, if you call people things, you're fired, you're shamed. Jews have the power to do that, and they're not.
No, I think a lot of us actually are, but you have to understand we're 2% of the U.S. population. We need allies. We need you guys to, like you are, Leland, thank you. We need all of you to stand up alongside us. And I believe 70% of Americans are on our side. We just have to make this as an important enough issue for them to want to speak up with us.
Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm one of you guys as well. At least half, but the wrong half. Hey, it's great having you. A conversation to be continued. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.